wish it was still spring break.
Same. I'm usually still sleeping at this time. Well, I'm Naomi.
And I'm Caroline.
Welcome to Show 28. While teenagers are breaking out, the FBI is breaking in to the office of President Trump's personal attorney, Michael Cohen. Here's Adam for more.
On Monday, the FBI raided the office of President Donald Trump's personal attorney, Michael Cohen, seizing various business records, documents, and emails.
Even though the raid was sanctioned by the federal government, President Trump went on a national tirade, calling it a total witch hunt and an attack on the country. President Trump is especially furious with special counsel Robert Mueller and is currently trying to find a way to fire him. However, this would have catastrophic implications. It would completely undermine the judiciary process.
You have to think about what is this country. We're a nation that's under the Constitution of the United States. Instead of the king being law, today we have the concept of the law is king. So we're either a nation of laws or we have a king. It really is going to be interesting to see what happens, to see if we're still that nation under law.
As the FBI continues to review the evidence, we can only wait and see for what happens next. This has been Adam, and back to you guys in the studio.
Looking for air-conditioned volunteer hours during this hot summer? The Arcadia Public Library is looking for student volunteers. Applications can be picked up in the AHS library.
If you want to be clear of any trouble, clear backpacks are apparently the way to go. Ryan is here to clear things up.
Imagine showing everyone what you're bringing to school. Well, Stoneman Douglas High is doing just that. In response to the Parkland school shooting, which killed 17 in total, Stoneman Douglas High now requires their students to wear clear backpacks and identification badges. Students have actively protested against the new policies on social media.
It's a safety issue. They're concerned that people might be bringing things that might provide a danger to the students, and they think by providing a clear backpack, the likelihood that things will be hidden will be more minimal at this point in time. Even if Arcadia went to clear backpacks, people from outside the school without a clear backpack could find ways to harm students.
A lot of students store valuables in their backpacks, such as keys or wallets or their phones, and so if we put these all on full-out display, that means that these things can get more easily stolen.
One of the most important rights in the Bill of Rights is the freedom of expression, and that's being undermined by this policy because these students aren't able to express themselves with their backpack of their choice, and it's not even addressing the main root problem. It's really just not okay.
Will more and more schools start using clear backpacks? We can only wait and see. This has been Ryan, back to you guys in the studio.
You know who's cooler than ice? Let's go to Richard to find out.
Former skiing instructor and current AHS chemistry teacher, Mrs. Goto, won 4th place in her division at the 2018 Pacific Coast Adult Sectional Figure Skating Championships this past Saturday in Pasadena.
Every day I stay till like 5:30 to school and then go home, and after dinner I grade or preparation. So my skating time is like, for example, Friday night from 8 to 9, and then also after school, Monday, Tuesday, about after 5 o'clock.
Starting only 2.5 years ago, she has already competed in 2 competitions prior to this one, the 2017 Pasadena Open and the 2018 Midwinter Open. Although she didn't perform as well as she hoped, Mrs. Goto is going for the gold next year.
My husband is so supportive for me, and so he can fix dinners many days. I'm so happy. Yeah.
Attention seniors. If your academic record changes, you must notify the admissions office at each college you've applied to. These changes include failing a class, adding or dropping a course, or if anything is inaccurate. Good luck telling Harvard you failed food science. Hey Kara, where are you about to go to?
I need to pick up my Beauty and the Beast DVD. Didn't you order one too?
Yeah, let's go. It's time for a break anyway.
You ever wondered how APN produces play DVDs so effortlessly? With hard work and dedication, and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. Professionally recorded by students and advisor of advanced video production, we set up a multi-camera live recording from 4 camera angles. DVDs come in custom printed cases and discs. I say we don't stop working until we get your money. Ask an APN member or just stop by A102.
Having to do work again. I haven't done work in like a week.
Everyone here.
I just hate school. I can't like eat whenever, and I can't wake up at 11.
Thinking of all the time that I could have spent playing Fortnite.
I don't get as much sleep anymore. Can't sleep in. Gotta go back to this trash food.
To see Miss Lou. Hi, Mom.
Guys, shut up. There's a really good movie review coming up.
Sabrina, the movie's over.
Oh yeah!
Starring John Krasinski and Emily Blunt, A Quiet Place is an engaging and suspenseful horror film that follows a family forced to live in silence in their dystopian future. The film begins with the Abbott family searching for a medication in an abandoned drugstore while trying their best to remain quiet. This scene sets a suspenseful tone for the rest of the film.
As the movie progresses, the Abbott family suffers many tragedies and challenges, all which pull at the audience's heartstrings while constantly keeping us on our toes. However, flashbacks to the family's past life and more interactions between Lee, played by John Krasinski, and his children, Reagan and Marcus, would complete the film. But the camera work, video audio effects, and brilliant acting saved the film.
Both Krasinski and Blunt do an excellent job portraying determined parents who'd risk anything for their children, emphasizing the movie's main theme, family. A Quiet Place, though a horror film, creates a relatable storyline that all audiences can empathize with, and reminds us of the lengths we would go to protect our family. All in all, we give this movie 3.5 hearing aids out of 5.
This has been Sabrina.
And this has been Sophia. And don't forget to be extra quiet.
Thanks, girls. Arcadia High School is having its first annual art exhibition. Opening night will be Wednesday, April 25th from 6 to 8 p.m. in the multipurpose room. And additional gallery hours will be Thursday and Friday, April 26th and 27th from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Come celebrate our talented artists from all art classes and check out their work for free.
With this final installment of our History of Arcadia documentary, Nick will delve into the preservation efforts taken to honoring Arcadia's past.
The city of Arcadia has been influenced by the interactions of many. Over the course of its history, prominent figures and eras have faded away, leaving behind only memories. And as time continues to flow forward, more and more will be eroded away, forgotten forever.
There's a few things in the city of Arcadia that are worth saving, and unfortunately we haven't been totally successful. If you go over to City Hall, you see the old City Hall. I wish we still had it today.
Of course, Anokia disappeared in 1999 and year 2000, a catastrophe that this magnificent estate was developed.
Our present and future are the way they are because of the past. As such, Arcadia has strived to ensure its history lives on. From the Arcadia Guild Museum to the Arboretum, efforts to preserve Arcadia's history have been made.
We use this building for weddings, baptisms, birthday parties, and that's what keeps us alive.
Sarah Baldwin's home is still in existence on Foothill. We have Prince Eric's home on Santa Anita.
As you walk around the city or drive around the city, you'll see historical markers that will say history lives here. Some of the key buildings for Arcadia's history as it can be found in the Arboretum.
We have a large collection of artifacts as well as our historic buildings, and it runs the gamut of everything from the stagecoach, Mr. Baldwin's tally-ho, to costume and textile, archaeological objects, furniture, and that sort of thing.
Through the conservative actions taken in protecting the memory of the past, it is hoped that future generations can learn off of what happened prior. But even as the curtains close on this documentary, more and more history will be made, and hopefully, those who come after us will gain a better appreciation for what came before them.
It finally feels like spring. The blooming flowers, the bees, the butterflies.
Hey, you're missing the most important part.
Oh, that's right. You're talking about sports.
The sun is finally out and blazing, but did that hinder any of our spring sports teams? Find out here on Apache Sports. This past week was jam-packed with track action. Starting with Arcadia's Invitational on Saturday, the national event had 8 Apaches compete vigorously, so great job to them and everyone who participated. The Apaches also continued the success in the track meet, Wednesday against Hoover and Muir. With strong energy and dominance in the demanding events, the competition was no match to the Apaches. Arcadia stepped on the competition by placing first in events such as hurdles, 4x100 meter relays, and the 1600, 800, and 400 meter runs.
I think our team is great. We've had a lot of injuries, so I guess our team performance right now may not be representative of how good we actually are, but I am hopeful looking towards the rest of the season and postseason as well.
Overall, our Apaches did a fantastic job. Good luck at SGV Championships tomorrow. Now let's sprint to Jake with baseball and Alana with volleyball.
Like my neck, the competition was burned by Arcadia.
The game started off slow with no runs scored in the first inning, but then Arcadia turned up the heat in the top of the second inning with hit after hit and walk after walk. Glendale's defense showed a lack of heart and focus, and their pitching performed even worse. After the second inning, the Apaches were up 6-0, and they continued to absolutely annihilate their opponents for most of the game, with Glendale only able to acquire a meager 2 runs. Overall, Arcadia displayed their overwhelming talent, and the game ended with a final score of 11-2, keeping the boys undefeated with a record of 15-0.
Some stuff that we've been doing in the dugout and continuing through all of our games is getting the other team rattled, pretty much.
Yeah, we have a great team chemistry. With that, like we have a team goal of winning a CIF championship, and I think that can happen with our chemistry.
Good luck on the rest of your season, Apaches.
On Wednesday, our boys played against Pasadena, and let's just say they served up the competition. From the start of the game, our boys showed off their skills, hitting spike after spike after spike. Their teamwork and high energy allowed them to dominate their opponent's defense. Throughout the game, Pasadena tried to match the skills of the Apaches, but they couldn't keep up.
I feel like Wesley should get his serves in more, and I feel like Jared, I think he should know his rotations.
Yeah, he has no idea. He looks lost on the court, absolutely. I think that our star players were definitely Alexi King, Nick Fan, and Aiden Yang. They all played amazing. Our teamwork, I think it's very good. You know, we're very loud on the bench. You know, we love to BM the other team, and I think, what do you think, Alex? I think we're going to do well.
That's pretty good, yeah. I think we're going to do pretty well.
Making fierce offensive plays, our Apaches cruised through the competition, ending the game 3-0. Good job, boys, and good luck on your next game.
After today, there will only be 37 more days of school left.
Let's finish off the year strong, Apaches. And thanks to Evelyn Coe for guessing our outro song, It's Tricky by Run DMC. If you also want a chance to get a shout out, comment your name in the title of our outro song down below.
Also, be sure to follow us on all of our social media accounts. This has been Naomi.
And this has been Caroline.
See you next week, Apaches. Yay.